Hey guys, welcome back to Perryville YouTube channel. For this video I have some amazing RIDGID tool deals to share with you over at Home Depot. Of course it's at Home Depot, it's RIDGID tools. So we're going to use the YouTube shopping links. I have all those boxes popping up here, there, and everywhere starting in about 15 seconds. I have a bunch of amazing deals to share with you. This is a collection, an extension of our Home Depot Christmas deals playlist, so I'll leave a link to that playlist as a pinned comment down below if you want to check out all the other ones. We've done the DeWalt's and the Ryobis and the Milwaukee's and the Makitas and everything else, so we got a nice little playlist of deals down there. We're going to keep it going strong through the end of the year, so make sure to subscribe. If you're not already a subscriber, give this video a like. Now the first RIDGID deal that I want to show you is one of our free tool promotions. It's the 18-volt brushless cordless 2-tool combo kit. You're getting a hammer drill and an impact driver, 2 batteries, and a free tool of your choice, all for $249. Now, if we can get it to scroll down correctly here, the batteries you're getting are a 2 amp hour and a 4 amp hour. I kind of like that, you know, because we get the smaller battery for the drill and everything, but that 4 amp hour battery is going to go really good with some of our free tool options. So if we go over here, we can see first we get the sequential charger. Now, for most people, you don't need that. I mean, you're a dude. You're a guy, you're a, dare I say, bro, you know, you're working on projects and stuff. Do you really need to be charging 6 batteries at once? Probably not. So, you know, maybe not for everybody on that one. We have the job site radio at $139, the angle grinder there, little oscillating multi-tool, the compact job site blower, random orbit sander, the circular saw, and the little baby 3-inch multi-material saw. It's an okay list of options. It's probably not my favorite. I'd probably go with the 6.5-inch circular saw given these potential choices, or maybe the angle grinder. But we do have some other deals coming up featuring similar or same tools. But $249, you end up with 3 total tools, 2 batteries, and that's one of our free promotions from RIDGID. Now the other one is the 18-volt, they're all 18-volt, 4 amp hour battery 2-pack starter kit. It's going to be $149. Now I'm going to link you this one with the circular saw. So you're getting 2 4 amp hour batteries, which again, love the 4 amp hour batteries. I'm glad that this deal was 2 4s and not 2 2s or something smaller. This 4 amp hour is really, it's the middle porridge, you know what I mean? Not too big, not too small. Works for just about everything that RIDGID offers, so I really like that. There are other options available, but we are restricted to YouTube shopping links, and YouTube won't let me link to the base deal. Like, I don't know why. At some point I'm going to ask my YouTube person, because it's very annoying. I got a whole list. Well, we're not going to get into it, but I got a whole list of items that, oh, here it is. There it is. It's right there. But I can't link to it. I got a whole list of deals that I want to include in videos, but YouTube won't let me link to them. Totally annoying. So I gotta ask my person, what's up with this? Why can't I link to these? What's your problem? Get your act together. I just hate, you know, it's a woman. I feel like, ah, man, I don't want to yell at her, but I'm going to get mad. I'm going to yell at her. RIDGID 18-volt cordless job site fan kit with 4 amp hour battery and charger. Normally $139, special buy $109. So it's not the highest value tool in the world, but I like that you're getting the free, the 4 and the charger with it. Or I guess it's not free, but it's a kit at $109. You know, it's really hard to get any kit around that price point, although we're going to have several of them coming up because there's a bunch of special buys. There's going to be 100 RIDGID special buys going on right now. So it's really pick your poison, which one you like. But one thing I like, first off, you got to have a cordless fan. The cordless fans are really amazing, whatever brand you're in. Everybody has one. And it's just nice to have in shop, garage, even just when the power goes out, to have something when it's 100 degrees in your house because the power's out and the air conditioning ain't working. But what I like about this one is it's hybrid. You can see you can plug in a regular extension cord or whatever into this thing, and you can run it with an extension cord. That's why you can plug an extension cord into it. I'm going to get into the flow here about halfway through, and then we'll be firing on all cylinders. But I'm like an old vehicle, you know, I got to warm up. I don't got the choke hooked up or anything. But here's the thing. DeWalt's original fan like this was hybrid. It could run off a battery, it could run off a power cord, and then they, quote, upgraded it, came out with a new version that could only run off a battery, which was a terrible decision. It's the reason that I keep my old one and have no interest at all in upgrading to the new one. Point being, you don't even have to be in RIDGID's lineup if you don't want to be, and you could still make use of this, or you don't have to be using up one of your batteries if you need to use it for something else. Maybe you don't have enough batteries to have one dedicated to a fan. Also, if you do need to use a battery, the fans last a long time on a battery. On my DeWalt, I don't know exactly how long it'll last, but I know you can get a full night's sleep on a 5 amp hour battery and it'll still be running when you wake up. So 109 and getting a real decent battery with it. I like the fan there. Now look at this one. We're getting a smaller battery this time, but it's the 18 volt cordless compact job site blower kit, a 2 amp hour battery and charger, normally $197 down to $99. So again, it's amazing to get a full tool kit from a major brand at $99. I'm not the happiest with the 2 amp hour battery, especially with a blower. Now this is a job site blower, it's a smaller one, it's not like a full size blower, but still it's kind of a battery hog. If you've ever used a cordless blower, these things eat batteries and you want big batteries on them. So like the 4 amp hours that we've seen in the previous deals would be perfect. But these companies put out these deals and put out these kits because they want to entice you to get into their lineup. Once you get into their battery platform, into their ecosystem, you are much more likely to stay there and buy their other tools. So whoever put this together probably knows they're just going to kind of piss off a consumer with a 2 amp hour battery, because this is going to run for about 5 minutes on that before the battery's dead. But they do it to get you in the door. So if you do pick this up, just be aware you're going to want bigger, better batteries to go with it. But still at $99, getting the full kit, I like it overall. Here we have the 2-tool combo kit. You're getting a 2 and a 4 amp hour battery. It's $149, and it's a little different take on a 2-tool combo kit, because there's so many where the 2 tools, it's a drill, it's an impact driver, it's a drill, it's an impact driver. Every time it's the same old thing. We're throwing a curveball here, getting the circular saw, the 6.5 incher again, getting it with a 4 and a 2. I love that pairing because you really don't want to use the 2 on the circular saw. If you're using the 2 over here, it's probably just because the 4 is on the charger. It's going to last you just long enough to get that 4 back on there. So $149, getting 2 tools, 2 batteries. Here we have the subcompact brushless 2-tool combo kit. 3/8 inch drive impact wrench, 1/2 inch impact wrench, and 4 amp hour battery, normally $407 down to $247. Love me some impact wrenches. It's probably my favorite cordless tool because it keeps me from actually grabbing a ratchet and turning it. Let the battery do the work. And we're getting both the 1/2 and the 3/8 here. The 4 amp hour battery is pretty good, but you really don't need a big ass battery with an impact wrench. You get some good life unless you're doing some serious hammering. Maybe you're on something that's super rusty and stuck and it's just a real son of a bitch. But for the most part, if you're just doing regular wrenching, a small battery lasts a good amount of time on an impact wrench. I did want to see if it shows nice and easy right here. Of course it does not. Oh, it does at the top. It's a little cut off. 250 foot-pounds of breakaway torque on this 1/2 inch. That's not the most amazing. And then the 3/8 inch, hey, look at that. They are listed as the exact same figures. So this is kind of like the DeWalt 20 volts, the 3/8 and the 1/2 inch. I'm going to get the model numbers wrong, but I think it's the 911 and 912 impact wrenches from DeWalt. The only difference in those is the anvil size. Everything else, the RPMs, the torque, everything is the same. And this looks like that as well at 250 foot-pounds. Boy, being brushless, I would expect a little bit more power out of these guys. You're still getting 2 tools and a really good battery at $249. But I'd like to see more torque out of that. Cordless 3/8 inch crown stapler kit, 2 amp hour battery and charger, normally $149 down to $99. Really handy tool to have around. I have the Milwaukee M12 version, and it sells for about the same price. So 3/8 inch. Here's the thing about the RIDGID. It's like the only tool line that I personally do not own any tools in. I pretty much am in every other line other than RIDGID. So when it comes to some of the specifics, I don't know. I got the Milwaukee, I got the DeWalt, I got a Ryobi, I got the Makita, I don't got the RIDGID. Here we got the brushless, cordless, half-inch ratchet kit with a 2 amp hour battery and charger. Normally $249 down to $149. So again, we're getting a brushless tool, we're getting the full kit. And for a little comparison, if we were going to go tool only for the DeWalt, which is a very similar design, you have the battery slide on sideways like this, and it's just very similar. It's also very similar to the Craftsman, but specifically the DeWalt, tool only is $199 for that DeWalt. So to compare, we're at $149 and we're getting a 2 amp hour battery with this guy. Let's see if we have a torque rating on this. 60 foot-pounds of torque. It's pretty good. I think that's similar to the DeWalt. If you went all the way down to the M12 OG Milwaukee, that's about 35 foot-pounds. So you're getting more out of that. I think that's more in line with what DeWalt offers on theirs. Doesn't explicitly say that's got to be a variable speed trigger. I like it's a 2-finger trigger. I always like to give it 2 fingers. Just feels better, you know. But it's got to be a variable speed trigger. They wouldn't do a on-off switch on that. $149. Cordless 10-ounce caulk gun and adhesive gun with a 2 amp hour battery. $178 down to $99. Again, full kit. Well, battery anyways. And I love the DeWalt version of this thing, because if you've ever used a caulk gun, and I know you have, that's a forearm workout, man. You seen those little spring clamp things that people squeeze to build up their forearms? No, that's a punk way to do it. Get a caulk gun. Go caulk yourself a big old line. I had to go all the way down the side of a building. I would say it had to be a couple 100 feet, because it's a big ass building with an attached garage on the back, and it was a oversized garage that was probably 30 feet by itself. The point is, had to run this line all the way down using the DeWalt. I think I only had like a 2 amp hour battery on. I had something super small, and I was worried. I was like, oh man, I'm only going to get a little bit through this, and then I'm going to run out of battery, and I'm going to be humping it by hand, and I don't like doing that at all. Thing made it all the way to the end. I hit the fuel gauge button just to check. Full charge still. So these things don't use up batteries bad at all. So the 2 amp hours is actually kind of good for it, and your forearm will thank you. Now, if this one is, let's see. This is what you need to know right here: the variable speed dial, because that DeWalt one, you crank it up and you pull the trigger, and you're going to think it was a happy ending. You know, you got to crank that thing down, because otherwise it comes out way too fast. But, you know, maybe I'm just a slow worker. Maybe if you're, you know, getting paid by the job, you might crank it all the way up and be able to keep up with that. But in my life, I always get paid by the hour, so I'm going to turn that thing down to 1. $99 and the 2 amp hour battery. You have the brushless 3-inch by 18-inch belt sander kit with the 2 amp hour battery and charger. Was $249 down to $149. Now, I would love to get a brushless belt sander. I don't know how often exactly I would use it, but I would like to try one. And what I'm really curious about is how long a 2 amp hour battery is going to work on that sander, because I know a 2 amp hour battery doesn't last long at all on something like an orbital sander. This, I feel, would be more aggressive and reduce the battery life significantly more so than what an orbital sander. It would be less. It would run less. I don't know how to word it because I'm a moron, but I think it would run less. So I'm not crazy about this 2 amp hour battery, because even though I've never used it on a cordless belt sander, I feel like you need a big boy battery on this thing. Oh yeah. Oh man, I've done that before. Been there, done that. No thank you. No thank you. So $149, full kit, and a tool I'm personally interested in. So I like that. Need a better battery. You gotta have a better. It just ain't no way that battery's gonna hold out for that. Here you got the 4.5-inch angle grinder kit with a 4 amp hour battery and charger. Normally $268 down to $99. So again, we got the whole little angle grinder. You got the paddle switch. I kind of like the paddle switch. A lot of people are going to this little like flip locking mechanism. Pretty sure like you can't do this because it's against like the rules. I think it's against the. It's got to be against OSHA, but I'm pretty sure there's a spring in here that could be removed, and then this thing doesn't really do what it's supposed to. Anyway, hi OSHA, hi, how are you? I'm not an employer, so don't worry about me. 4 amp hour battery coming with it, and a charger. But all that for $99. If you're in need of an angle grinder and you're in the Rigid lineup where you want to be, it's hard to beat that for $99, getting a big boy battery there. Here we have the 1/2-inch impact wrench kit with the 4 amp hour battery and charger. Normally $327 down to $129. So again, big boy battery on that. 1/2-inch. Let's see what's the. See now this one is 500 foot-pounds of breakaway torque, which we like that. Better than those compact ones we were looking at, or subcompact, whatever the hell they called those previous ones. But you're really busting all sorts of nuts at 500 foot-pounds. There's still going to be a few nuts that you can't bust, but you'll be busting most of the nuts that need to be busted, you know? So $129, full kit, big boy battery. So there it is, guys. That is all of the Rigid deals that I have for you using those YouTube shopping links you've been seeing the boxes popping up here, there, and everywhere along the way. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and check out that Home Depot Tool Deals playlist. It'll be in a pinned comment down below. Have all the Home Depot Christmas deals that we've been talking about. You got more to come, so keep an eye on that playlist because we're going to be adding to it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.